How pastors have a popular ministry and go to hell for it. How do pastors have a popular ministry and go to hell for it? How? By appealing to the flesh of the people. Telling them what their flesh wants to hear. Telling them things that feeds their pride and their lusts. Telling them what their flesh wants to hear. How the flesh loves the lie. Such ministers tell the people they are going to heaven when they are actually going to hell. They tell the people it doesn't matter if you live a sinful life, you will still go to heaven anyway. How do they have a popular ministry? How? When the people are in the flesh, tell them they're in the spirit. When they are disobeying God, tell them they are obeying Him. When people are believing wrong doctrine, tell them they are believing right doctrine. What does all of this do? It feeds the flesh of the people and how popular the pastor becomes. They tell the people they don't have to deny themselves, that they don't have to take up their cross, that they don't have to go and be crucified daily, and how this pleases the flesh of the people. They tell the people as long as they have faith, they can still live a life of sin and go to heaven anyway. They tell the people their Christianity costs them nothing. But oh, the glories they will receive. They tell them sinning is fine and just to believe in grace. While they sin, and their sin won't be counted against them. How popular their ministry becomes. Because they minister to the flesh of the people. How the flesh of the people is pleased. How people love to be told what their flesh wants to hear. How the pastor preaches what their flesh wants to hear. And how popular his ministry becomes. Everybody feels good. No one is offended. The congregation gets the world and heaven to come. What could possibly go wrong? They preach a comfortable Christianity, a convenient Christianity. You corrupt pastor, you will perish in the lake of fire with those who receive from the corruption of your ministry also. As you have become great on earth, so you have become great in hell. What work you have done for Satan. What work you have done to feed your own flesh and the flesh of the people. Soon the judgment you will face. All that is due to you is coming to you because you love the flesh in place of the precious Holy Spirit. Because you love the darkness in place of the light. Therefore let it be known that it is better to be popular with God and to be unpopular with the people than to be unpopular with God and popular with the people. Popular enters hell all the time. For Matthew chapter 7 verse 13 to 14 says, "Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And there are many who go in by it, because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it." Popular enters hell all the time. Many go to destruction. How popularity by the flesh is the reward of the fleshly pastor now. But oh, the judgment to come. The pastor who seeks popularity by the flesh pleases the people and offends God. Pleases the people and offends God. Pleases the people and offends God. Such is the way of the fleshly pastor, made popular by the flesh. So, to all who seek to be popular with people, know the will of the Spirit. Choose to be popular with God by ministering what is of the Spirit and not of the flesh, and have a ministry that is popular with God. If your ministry is popular because you minister by the Spirit, then continue. But the rebuke in this message is to those who have popularity in ministry by the flesh. For their efforts, they will receive the lake of fire. So, what is the way of true spiritual ministry? Be a God pleaser rather than a man pleaser. Be a spirit pleaser rather than a flesh pleaser. And so you will have true spiritual ministry. So, forsake the ministry unto hellfire. Forsake ministering by the flesh, to the flesh, of the people to please their flesh. To be popular with them. Choose to be popular with God. Choose to minister by the Spirit. Choose to be popular with God.